Nah, mate. Oh, knock, knock. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door, but what's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in your core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in your core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Boring, never been that. I get paid, bro, just to relax. Yeah, more money now, yeah, more tax. Sorted it now, don't worry about that. Boring, yeah, I've never been that. I get paid, bro, just to relax. Yeah, more money, but yeah, more tax. But sorted it now, don't worry about that. Flexing, yeah, but your soul is empty. Dripping in diamonds, Fenty. Dripping in vibes, got plenty. Got the technique, yeah, like Jet Li. Ow. One little chop like pow. One little hit like wow. Living for the now, live for the sound. Nice for the dollar, but I'm making a pound.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the GOW is back like 4 flats on the Cadillac. With that being said, I'm the franchise. With me as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King 2 Cold Pro. What's good, man?
Man, you know, we just little, I don't know, man. We just vibing on a whole new thing right now, man, bro. But I gotta say, for real though, yeah, I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm like, the whole new intro. I'm with it. I'm with it. Great move, right time, everything perfect. You know, it wasn't a bad time. It was great time. We needed something new to kick off WrestleMania week. So hell yeah, man. So I'm liking it, man. But bro, other than that, I'm good. What's good with you? I know you had the day off. So what's good with you?
Man, bro, you know, everything is everything, you know, just, woke up, worked out, stretched my legs, you know, my ankles, you know, I told you I've been having a little bit of arthritis, a little bit of gout issues, you know what I'm saying? So, you know,
goddamn gout, goddamn gout.
I think I've been eating too many chicken tendies. You know, I need to lay off the tenders, man.
Yeah, man, we getting older, man. We getting older. I'm starting to realize that too. Like, man, getting older, can't eat all this crazy stuff no more. But it's all good though, man. It's all good, man, because we ain't just here for a good time. We're here for a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, we back on. You know, we hope everything will vibe a little bit more better. You know, the flow will be right back to where it needed to be, like top tier for us. So with that being said, bro, what's good, man? What are we talking about today? What are we about to give our opinions on?
Well, you know, of course, this is, of course, the week of WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas, California, at the home of the Las Vegas Raiders at Allegiant Stadium. So, you know, we got that coming up, man. Hey, look, April 19th, 4:00 p.m., a total of 9 hours for night one. And then, of course, man, so we got a whole rundown of what's going down WrestleMania weekend. We got 3 hours of the pre-show. We got 4 hours on the main show. We got 2 hours on the post-show. As you see, that is a total of 18 hours, my boy. And then, of course, you can't have a WrestleMania without a WrestleMania card. So with that being said, let's see what this card looking like, man. As it is official, like a referee whistle, we got night one. We got the War Raiders versus the New Day. We got Jade Cargill versus Naomi. We got L.A. Knight, versus 5-2. We got Tiffany Stratton versus the OG Charlotte Flair. We got Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable. El Grande Americano. We got Jay.
Gracias.
Gracias. We got Jey Uso versus Gunther. And we got Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk as the main event for night one, bro.
Oh, man, what a joke.
Before we talk about night two, dude, night one, a lot of people seem to have thoughts on night one. What are your thoughts on this night one card so far?
Where do I start? All right, man, let's go. You know what? Let me start with the obvious. First and foremost, how do you have both, not one, but both Royal Rumble winners on the same night,
Yeah.
and neither one of them is main event the show? I don't want to hear that. Oh, they're gonna get the spot before the main. Nah, bump that. You won the Royal Rumble. I'm not even complaining about the Chamber winners. That
Right.
you know that was that. I don't even care about that. That's fine. It is what it is. But the Royal Rumble winners, one of them should have been main event. One starts. If you're gonna put them on the same night, okay, which I told you what was gonna happen. They were gonna put Cody and John Cena on night 2 main event. I told you. They like that's night 2 all off top. I can see it happen. But you could start with one and you can end with the other.
Mm-hmm.
Now I understand Seth Rollins, Roman, CM Punk. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm not saying like I don't understand the magnitude of who these three people are and what was promised, even though that apparently comes to find out that wasn't even the real promise. What's like I said, what's more of the interesting thing is the fact that, dude, how do you not have not one of them as the main event?
And that was the thing that a lot of people were saying, like, and let's go back to the main, the whole Royal Rumble, because we said this Royal Rumble winners. Apparently, if you do a deep dive, you ain't got to do that much of a deep dive. Not every Royal Rumble winner has went on the main event of WrestleMania, so I guess it's a little more common than we think. However,
It is, but that's not. But it ain't supposed to be that way, though.
Exactly, and my thing is, it could be just us as fans, but see, here's where I feel like we kind of getting flashy lighted a little bit, because is it revisionist history as fans, or is it WWE flashy lighting us? Because even though all the Royal Rumble winners haven't went on to main event WrestleMania, now they say, oh well, it was never a guaranteed main event; it was a guaranteed title shot, which is okay, fine, let's say that. But bro, let's be honest, bro. If you won the Rumble and you getting a title shot, at least the world title, you should be in the main event.
No. We're gonna go back further, my sir. We're gonna go back a little further, because it's not about the world, it's not about which title. It was about the title, the championship. That's what it was. You won the Royal Rumble, and before there were 2 world championships, there was one. Yep. What did you fight for? The WWE Championship. When did you fight for it? At the end of WrestleMania. You were the main event. It's always been that way. And I feel like if you are going to have people win the Royal Rumble and you're not going to give them the main event, why did you have them win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
So what was the point of Jay winning if you weren't going to put him in the main event? You should have just put Cena. You should have just had Cena win the Royal Rumble, and he'd have went off and he got his shot at WrestleMania. And you could have built the heel turn the way you could have got more time with the heel turn for at least a few moments that he was showing up before he started going back to filming. So look, hindsight's 2020, like we always like to say, but still, why pick someone to win if you're not going to put them in the main event? But that's what it's always been. It's always been the main event. You won the Royal Rumble. You're going on to WrestleMania. You're facing for the championship.
Yep.
Yes, has there been moments where the winner was not, and there was a bigger match? Obviously. And obviously for this one, there's a bigger match. And I get that. But sometimes it's like, but dude, you got neither one of them main eventing either night. And I think that's the bigger thing. We just watched Cody main event 2 nights in a row. Granted, we understood why, but still, he had 2 main. Matter of fact, he main evented 2 nights in a row, and then he main evented 2 WrestleManias in a row. So it's like, bro, I was like, come on, man. I get it. Certain people are popular than others, but again, why did you have Jay win the Royal Rumble? It wasn't gonna put him in the main event.
Exactly.
You could have just had him win the Elimination Chamber. That would have made more sense. He won Elimination Chamber, and then he's going to face Gunther. And you could just put that match wherever.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't have mattered. It wouldn't have felt like we're being cheated out of that. So that's night 1. But that's the first thing. That was the first thing to get out the way. It was just that whole how you got both the Royal Rumble winners on, and neither one of them is getting the main event the show win. But it's like you understand why. We understand why. We're just asking the question. Why is it happening? The second thing, I looked at this card and I said, okay. Outside of Seth and Punk and them, Jay and Gunther, Tiffany and Charlotte, LA Knight and Jacob. Those were my four that I was looking at. Like, okay, those are my top matches. Those are the ones the most people are going to be looking at the most. They're going to get the most hype. Jade and Naomi. So that's my wild card.
Yeah.
That's the one where but it depends on but it's a wild card for this reason, because what will it produce? How would it look?
Yeah.
How would Jade look? How would Naomi look? Is it gonna look believable? Is it gonna be bad? Is it gonna be like, you know, we're questioning? We know what we're questioning. We know what we're asking, and we're asking it because we were trying to see if she figured it out. You know, we don't expect her to be perfect, but we want to see. We want to shut people's mouths. We want to prove people a point, and I want to see her prove this point. So that's my wild card match. That can be a really good match. War Raiders versus the New Day. You're just throwing it on there just to have matches, which at this point I understand, because you've already put your main focus to the matches that you knew you were going to put your main focus to.
Right.
Understand that. Totally get it. No problem there. But the Rey Mysterio versus El Grande, Grande Americano, no, I don't care, because honestly, you putting Chad Gable right back into the place I don't want to see him. Like he's supposed to be going after the Intercontinental Championship. He should already have gold around his waist, and it's like you had a good moment with him, and then you put him back at the bottom, it's Rey Mysterio, and like, what's the purpose of the match? Just for what? Right. Just to beat a luchador on WrestleMania? That's what that's the most important. Man, no, I don't really care for that match. So those two matches there. Other than that, everything else is it is what it is. It's what we're gonna watch the show for. But the New Day, they could become new tag team champions again. But I told you this before. I was looking more forward to the Xavier Woods singles run than I was the heel New Day. Like, that's more of what I want to see. I want to see Xavier Woods. He went through all that. He went through that whole transformation, right, just to do nothing. And it's like, and Kofi still trying to make himself look mean.
It's and it's funny you said that. So you and me, we kind of had similar thoughts on night one. You know, I got here, my main match of the night I'm looking forward to, of course, is Jay versus Gunther. Like you say, Jay versus Naomi, definitely a toss-up, could go either way. I'm really curious about Stratton and Flair, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But that one right there, I showed you something earlier, and I posed a question.
And for me, for that match, the promo or build-up might not have been great, but I trust those two in the ring. I think they'll have a great match. I really think they'll have a great match, which is why I had to move Jay and Naomi to my wild card, because it's like I got a little bit more faith in that match than I do the Jade and Naomi, but I'm still gonna put it there because it's like it's the culmination of what happened to Jade and it finding out is Naomi, and then Naomi now turned into this bad girl, and we get to see this new Naomi. So it's like, all right, let's see how it all comes together, and I want it to succeed. So that's why it's my wild card, but. Yeah, I got you about Tiffany and Charlotte, but I got faith in them. I think that should be a really good match.
All right, man. So to finish up this topic, man, we got night two. We got our girls, all three. We got Io Sky, we got Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair for the WWE Women's World Heavyweight title.
They sure drug
Braun Breaker versus Penta versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor. I think that's going to be a sleeper. We got Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. We got Randy Orton versus to be announced. Everybody's kind of assuming it may be Nick Aldis. Might not be. We got AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. We got Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending the women's tag team titles against Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. You and I had a little conversation about that. Oh, I'm pretty sure you got thoughts. And then, of course, we got Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Will John Cena become number 17 and retire? Or will Cody Rhodes find a way? Bro, night 2. What are your thoughts on this card? Talk to
me. I'm not gonna lie. Kevin Owens being out took Randy Orton off my card because I was definitely looking forward to that match. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. For me, only 2 matches.
Oh, okay. What's the 2? I mean, I got a feeling I know, but tell me.
Yeah, you know, I admit it. You already know the triple threat and Cody and Cena. That's it. That's it. That's it for me.
So you don't even care about the Penta, Dom, Finn, and Breaker for the IC? That don't move you?
I think it will be a sleeper, but honestly, I don't know, man. It's like they threw. I understand the whole Penta, Dom, and Finn. I don't know, man. I think I want it better. And honestly, I just knew for some way or for some reason they were finally gonna let Sheamus get his moment, and I just knew that was gonna happen. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. I'm like, oh man, they got to be building up Sheamus. Like, come on, they bring like he back, he around. Yeah. Like, man, let this man let him get his WrestleMania moment. Let him get his Grand Slam, title. You know what I'm saying? Be the Intercontinental Champion, be a Grand Slam. Let him have that, and then Braun can, they can run it back or, whatever. You can move Braun up or whatever, however, whatever happens with Jay. You know what I'm saying? You can move Braun up to the World Heavyweight Championship, since he had, or whatever. I had confidence that was going to happen. And slow, surely, but as the weeks went on, it didn't happen. I'm like, damn. So they came up with the Fatal 4-Way. Do I think the 4 men can put on a really great match? Yes, I do. So I agree with you. I think it's a sleeper. So I'll even do one better. I'll say it's my 3rd match. I'll add it as the 3rd.
There we go. Okay.
Even now, I don't know, but I don't know. I think it'd be a really good match, but at the same time, I wasn't really hyped for it. Like I think that'll better explain it than that. I trust who's in the match. I know it could be a good match. I just wasn't hyped for how it was going. Whatever.
Got you.
Io, Rhea, Bianca, of course, want to see it. They drug the hell out of it. They drug the hell out of just making this match what we all knew it was going to be, even though originally we just said it was Rhea versus Bianca, which we were all fine with. I think everybody was fine with that. I know people feel some type of way about why Io had to get interjected into it, and she does still feel lost in it. Even though you tried to make the disrespect thing a thing, and you did, and she got her get back, but it still felt bad.
Can I be honest? Can I tell you what this feels like? This feels exactly like Seth Rollins and the whole Cody Roman angle. It was like, it's exactly, it's like you take a world champion or a former world champion, super legit, super like, in any other situation will be the guy or the girl, and they completely feel third fiddle. It's like, bro, this story could go on.
She's a great third fiddle. She's a great third fiddle because she's going to bring you an aerial assault. That's going to be like, it's going to be like, only Io can deliver. Right. So it's like, I trust that, but still, it's like, why they got to do that to her?
I know, like you can't keep mushing back, man. You can't just
like damn, like man, like come on, man, like man, you got 2 behemoths in there. Like I'm sorry, man, you ain't Bianca and Rhea ain't no small girls. Them girls throw them things. They throw them things. So you can't play around with them. So I know she gonna hurt her on. I want to see the match. Who's gonna win? We'll get to that later this week. And then of course Cody and John Cena, but Liv and Raquel, the tag, don't care for it. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, don't care for it. Because I have a feeling Logan Paul may beat AJ Styles. And it's like, you know what? Don't care for it. Randy Orton, who is he gonna fight?
Right.
I don't care who he's gonna fight, what they gonna do afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay, whoever it is, Malachi Black. Aleister Black,
Oh,
whatever.
you know
Whoever
what?
you want
Damn,
to do.
you son of a bitch. You son of a. I did not. Okay, fuck Nick Aldis. Sorry, Nick. But hey, Malachi Black, yo. And they've been
That
teasing the
could be a
vignette.
thing. Now, and it'd be cool to see him, but I'm not sold on that until I know it's official. When it's
True.
official, when I see him, cool.
Yeah.
But right
Yeah.
now, I ain't looking at that. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself for not even putting this match on my card. Damian Priest and Drew
I was
McIntyre.
wondering that. I purposely did say Priest versus McIntyre because I'm like, damn, I just thought maybe you was just over it. Because I'm like, damn, okay, bro. That's why I brought up Penta in the Fatal 4-Way.
It's I don't know, man. I don't know. It's been a cool rivalry.
Yeah.
They've been going back and forth. They've been whooping each other's ass for a minute.
You know, my boy Priest, the king of the streets, you know.
It's been going through the necessary, motions that is needed to go through. I don't know. It's like maybe I think I'm a prisoner of the build. I think that's my problem.
Yeah,
I'm a prisoner of how this build has not been what it is expected to be. Even when Vince did it over the top and we knew some of these WrestleManias may not be great, he still made it feel grand.
Yeah.
And I'm a prisoner of that.
Yeah.
Looking at a lot of these matches, yeah, I know I know what's gonna be good. And it's like, I know it's just there just to be there. And there could be some sleepers. They could all sleep. They could all come out and it could be a perfect 1 through 7? What is it? 6 matches. 7 matches the first night, and what? 8? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7 on night 2.
14. So you got 4. Man, they can go 1 through 14 and put on the greatest show ever. It's still the build. It's still the build. And maybe it's going to be that for me. Maybe it's going to be, let me watch the show. Let me see what happens. And then it's like, okay, that was WrestleMania. The build up to it might have not been WrestleMania-like, but the show of shows when it came on, that may be the thing. So but I'm going to watch the match. I'm going to root for my boy. I'm going to root for Drew too, because I know they're going to knock the shit out of each other. Two big dudes that just going to rock each other. Hell, I don't even know if the match may actually finish. They may just be a double. They may be both laid out some goddamn where in the crowd or something, man. You don't know what the hell Triple H got up his sleeve for these two. But I think the build has just been, it's just been really mid, and it hasn't really gotten me excited. But there's certain matches, it's like, yeah, I know it. But night 1, night 2, night 1 is gonna do it. I'm looking at the card and I'm just saying right now, night 1 has got it. Like night 1 is gonna be better than night 2.
What that boy LA Knight says, man, you don't feel a tingle in your loins yet, do you?
Man, look here. Jacob Fatu walk out United States champion. Oh wait, boy. Yada me, man. You know, if Jey Uso walks out world heavyweight champion, yeet, my boy. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party. If CM Punk happens to win and pins Roman Reigns in the main event, they gonna be chanting CM Punk throughout the night. If Tiffy can beat Charlotte Flair, it is truly Tiffy time. It is truly Tiffy time, and there's no argument about that. Everybody else is just there. Y'all the bathroom break, so everybody gonna get something to eat, go to the bathroom, and come back and get ready for the bigger next match. Jade Cargill, we want to see you step up, boo. We want to see you step up. We know what Naomi could do. We need to see you match that, because now that she gets to play heel, we get to see Naomi do on a different side of an attack. So I want to see that. And I think that's what I'm looking for. So I'm not having too much expectation that way. When they blow my mind, perfect. It's beautiful. It's what I want to see.
Come on, you already know. All right, well, speaking of expectation, bro, this thing has been building for years and years and years. We got Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth freaking Rollins, bro. So let's break it down, man. Ever since the implosion of the Shield, in which Seth Rollins caused that whole thing to fall apart, he wanted to be greedy. Triple H has a saying in this business: you can either make money or you can make friends. He did the same thing with Batista. Told Batista the same thing. Fuck being a likable guy. Yeah, like fuck being a likable guy. Hey, you either want to make either want to make money, want to make friends. Roman Reigns, he says he has his own locker room because at some point He had to become a businessman. He had to become the face. And in order to be the face, sometimes in this game, you got to be truly selfish. Nobody knows how to survive in this business more than Paul Heyman. This guy went from arch rival, arch nemesis at ECW. The guy was a general manager at one point in time under Vince McMahon. And now this guy is regarded as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, not only talker, but mind in the business. Hey, CM Punk, former Paul Heyman guy. Roman Reigns, current Paul Heyman guy. AKA the wise man. But then we have the eyeball here. We got Seth freaking Rollins. Seth is one of those guys, man, who we feel like he should be champion way more times than he is, but even somehow without the belt still has remained at the top of the card as one of the flag bearers of the company. We said the same thing with Finn Balor. Finn Balor is another guy that we feel like ever since he lost the Universal Championship, he ain't really been the same as far as the singles guy. But Seth Rollins, we talk about desperation, which is what John Cena is going through right now. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Seth Rollins right now, Seth and Roman, they've been kind of crossing paths the last couple of years, but it's been tease after tease after tease. Roman Reigns, whole needle mover thing. CM Punk sent many shots towards Roman Reigns to AEW to WWE across from AEW. He even shitted on, the 2-night spectacle, the 2-for-1 special, which he's going to be a part of this year at WrestleMania, as one of the headlining acts. But here's the key player in this one, because the main person in this thing are not anybody that's actually physically in the match. It's Paul Heyman. We've seen what Paul Heyman can do for guys and girls that get underneath his wing. Match aside, how do you see this match going? And 2, we already know who Paul Heyman got to come down to the ring with. Who is Paul Heyman leaving that arena with when it's all said and done?
The winner.
So it don't matter who wins, but you're just saying whoever it does win, that's the Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, the winner.
Okay.
I'm going to say the winner. Just because we ain't at predictions yet. As far as the match, how do I think the match will go? I think the match will go as it should. You're going to have 3 different guys attacking each other. It's going to be a little chaotic. You're going to get you're going to get some one-on-one time, and then you're going to get, back to the chaos. For me personally, I think it'll be an okay match.
Okay.
I think it'll be. I think because of the namesake, people will be like overzealous about it.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be okay.
Okay.
Like something crazy gonna have to happen. Like like they gonna have to keep a pace. And I don't know, man. I feel like they can do it. They're vets. They know what to do. It's a triple threat. Triple threat is always good because, like I said, with the EO being added to the women's, that gives you a different dynamic for what those 2 would do. Because that would just be a powerhouse match. They would just be beating the hell out of each other, Bianca and Rhea. So adding EO adds a little bit different. And so the same is here having Punk. Because you think about the matchup between Roman and Seth, that's a different matchup in itself. Seth, is a more of a fluid guy, where Roman, he's a methodical guy. He's going to take his time. He's going to work you down, and he's going to beat you down. CM Punk is a little bit of both. A little bit. But, he still brings another dynamic. So I as long as it plays out the way, as long as they all show up, it could be a really great match. I hope it is, but I think it's just going to be a really good match.
Okay. Well, speaking of Paul Heyman, man, Paul Heyman guy, we got the guy that's been on top of not only WWE, but the wrestling business as a whole ever since 2020. That guy, formerly known as the Big Dog. Then he was the Tribal Chief, now known as your OTC, Roman Reigns, the head of the Island of Relevancy, man. Roman says, the moment I'm not with the wise man is the moment you won't see the Tribal Chief anymore. If you go back a year or so ago, actually 2 years ago, Cody Rhodes once says, hey, my goal is to take everything away from you, everything that you love. and you're going to be a chief without a tribe. And as you see, it started with Solo Sikoa once Roman left, and then you got the new bloodline, and then you got Jimmy and Jay breaking off, kind of doing their own thing.
I was about to say it started with Jay.
Yeah. And then Sammy
it started with Jay, then it trickled down.
And then Sammy, he broke off. And now, every now and again, they kind of cross paths when they have to. But the one thing that you notice, they all come to Roman's aid. Roman never comes to their aid. With that being said, right now, Roman is kind of in a vulnerable situation.
It's contract.
Exactly. So Roman's in a vulnerable situation right now because the only person Roman has actually come to the defense of has actually shown he gave a damn about and has not manipulated is Paul Heyman. But hey, you know what they say, man, a tiger never sheds his stripes. You know what I'm saying? And the snake, even though they shed their skin, the snake is still a snake. With that being said, we know Paul Heyman has even turned on his boy, the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, multiple times over. Mm-hmm. Do we see Roman Reigns' career starting to come down to a close once him and Paul Heyman separate? Do we start to see Roman really take a backseat to in-ring competition and then kind of fade out to more of a John Cena part-time schedule?
If he's really serious about moving over to acting and stuff like that. Because I know that was the talk a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That was talk. Now it could be more about his health. Could be more spent, you didn't kind of did what you kind of made it out to be. You can still show up from time to time because you're the needle mover. Now you're and like we say, man, sometimes, man, you got to miss somebody for the heart to go fond, grow more fondly of that person or whatever. So Roman Reigns, let's say whatever happens, it happens. Let's say he wins or loses, get pinned or don't get pinned. Let's say he don't come back to the Royal Rumble. People gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
And it was only from WrestleMania to the Royal Rumble, but it's the fact that we ain't seen him since WrestleMania, and it's now the Royal Rumble again, and it's the first time he made an appearance back. Oh yeah, man. People go, but he's going to be in that status, and that's where he's at. He's at that status. So, could we see him take more time off? I definitely think we could. I mean, he's been taking it off, like I say, to deal with his health, to take care, to spend more time with his family. His kids are growing up, which obviously, when you get yourself to that point where you can do that and you can negotiate that, my boy, do you and do you? We always complained about Brock. But we also told Brock, my boy, if you can get it like that, do you? Shit. It is what it is. It's the the double-edged sword of liking something but hating it at the same time. You got to respect it. It is what it is. But if he does, I don't know. I don't think it matters if he did win and Paul Heyman stayed with him. I still think he's still gonna do whatever it is he was gonna do.
Okay. Well, moving forward, bro. Here's the thing right here. Here is the match that people are like, okay, before Charlotte Flair came back, there were so many comparisons of Tiffany Stratton being the young Charlotte Flair or the next Charlotte Flair. Now, one would say Tiffy may be even more athletic than Charlotte Flair. You already said it, but I've seen quite a few people try to make the argument online that for the immediate future, you don't think Tiffany more athletic than Charlotte?
I mean, dude, we've been watching Charlotte do what Tiffany's been doing.
I understood. But so you're saying right now, okay.
I'm saying Tiffany. Charlotte's been athletic. She's been athletic. Tiffany, you just said people compare her to a younger Charlotte Flair. Absolutely. Yes, and that's all I see. She's not as crispy as Charlotte.
Okay.
See that, and that's why I say she might be. She's younger, so yeah, her athleticism is a little bit more jumpier.
Fair,
but that was Charlotte then too. Charlotte's getting older. She done been through some things, so she can, but she can still move. She can still go to the top. She can still do the most. She can still do the athletic things. Absolutely. So yes, if you're looking at a young person versus an old, then yes, Tiffany Stratton is
No,
most
no, no, no,
definitely
no.
more
We
more
can't do Charlotte like
athletic,
that. We can do Charlotte older.
older, whatever. But if you're looking at it from that, then sure, yes, I would give it to Tiffy. But no, I'm not going to say Charlotte Flair is not athletic. She is most definitely athletic.
So then let me ask you this then. So could Charlotte winning be a good thing? Or are you on that
Oh,
side of it?
no, no,
You so
no,
full of shit.
no, 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 no. I ain't full of
Hey,
shit.
hey,
No,
hey,
no,
he said
no,
she's
no,
great.
no,
She's great.
no.
She's great. Should she
No,
win?
no, she is great. She's Charlotte Flair. She's Charlotte. Hold on. First of all, I'm the only one that comes to Charlotte Flair's defense on here. Earl, everybody else, y'all all get on me about this. Charlotte Flair is what she is, man.
Yeah.
She is the standard in the women's division. Period. You don't have to like that. You can hate the shit out of it, but that's why you hate the shit out of it. Is she overrated? No more overrated than the less overrated person below her. So it's like, dude, she is good in the ring. She has put on some of the most great women's matches
Yes,
in
sir.
WWE history. Sorry,
Facts.
you got to give her that. And
Yeah.
she's been the worker in a lot of those. Like she's been even the matches she loses, the matches look good just in what Charlotte does or what she makes sure everyone else does.
Right.
I will never take that away from Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, could Charlotte winning be a good thing? No. Why? Because it's Tiffy time. We didn't have enough with Charlotte Flair. Don't get me wrong. I want Charlotte to be that standard. And lately, she's beating everybody. She didn't ran through everybody. Don't get me wrong. Charlotte has ran through everybody. She's beat. There's no one on this roster she has not beat.
Right.
Nobody. I want Tiffy to get her moment. I want Tiffy to have, not just because I just want her to win. I want her to have her moment to say, I beat Charlotte Flair. Because she can be pushed as the next Charlotte Flair. She is going to be a player like Bianca and Rhea and everybody else that's the top players in the women's division. Tiffy is going to be that. And and everybody's had their moment. This can be her moment. You didn't already pulled the trigger on her taking it off of Nia. That's the case. You could have had Charlotte come back and take it off Nia. You could have had Tiffy wait to cash in the briefcase and be like, I want to face Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania. You could have did it that way if that was the case. But me personally, I feel like, hey man, Charlotte, she ain't got to win every goddamn time. You've already lost at a WrestleMania, so we ain't worried about you going undefeated. You can lose this match. You can lose here. You can lose this. I ain't said the rivalry had to be over.
Yeah.
I ain't say they couldn't build something up to fight at the next pay-per-view. But for this match, I think Tiffy should continue to win because you want to continue to build her. You got to work on her good girl promos a little bit more, but and her get back. She got to be able to take that sarcasticness and not make it so much heelish, but make it the way she needs to. Because like I said, Charlotte's been cooking her, but she's been getting her get back, here and there. But Charlotte's been cooking her for the most part, leading up to like maybe the last couple of weeks. But I think Charlotte losing does good for Tiffany. I think Tiffany benefits more from winning than Charlotte. Charlotte doesn't benefit from anything other than being Charlotte Flair. We know you're gonna have the most title reigns as a woman. You're gonna have the most World Heavyweight Championship title reigns as a female wrestler. We already know that. We know that's coming. But right now, in this moment, it's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time. Well, bro, look here, man. We getting down to the end of this card. We still got another show to do tonight.
Yes,
but
sir.
before
Yes,
that,
sir.
man, look, dude. So night two. It's all about this, man. It's all about 17. All about timing, brother. Will John Cena put an end to the nightmare of the WWE? Or will Cody Rhodes somehow do what he always do and find a way to persevere? We got hustle, loyalty, and respect thrown out the window. We got my time is now, your time is over. We can see the true John Cena. Bro, hey, we here. It's the week of. I know we got predictions, but now that the week is here, have your thoughts on this match changed for better or worse? Or do you still feel the same?
As far as is it being good or who's gonna win or what do you mean?
I guess the give a fuck, because I know our thing is it's like we feel like since the turn there's been stuff that's been addressed but kind of not addressed, and then Cena, yes, no, maybe Cody's been trying.
At this point, we're not gonna get no more than what we already got.
Yeah,
I'm at that point. Well, whatever we get tonight, whatever tonight is, it's gonna be it. Then we're gonna move on to WrestleMania. As far as my want to see it, I mean, obviously, John Cena retirement tour. Now that he turned heel, okay, is he gonna really win and be 17 World Heavyweight Championships?
yeah.
The most in WWE. To me, I outside of WWE, they may other companies may acknowledge it. They may not, but I know WWE doesn't acknowledge one or two titles that Ric Flair's won, so that's why the ceiling is 16. Even though Rick only won one WWE championship,
Right.
But if John gets it, will he actually retire? Like that, like like are you gonna come back and then who is it just gonna be you and Cody Rhodes the whole time? Like I don't want that. Right. I almost would rather have Cody win, and I would rather Jay beat Gunther, Cody beat Cena, and then Cena go fight Jey Uso.
Oh, okay. Now we can cook. Now we can cook. A Cena versus Jey Uso, we can cook. We can cook. We can cook with that.
Because you didn't win. You didn't get it. You didn't get it against Cody. Okay, cool. You didn't get it against Cody, but you go against Jay. But then why do you go after Jay? Well, Jay eliminated you in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So you got something there. So you feel old. You feel owed something. Yeah. So now that he's the so you can but or you can go a different way about it, but somewhere in that direction. But honestly, I'd rather get to what, Thursday? We will Monday. Yeah, we will get to Thursday. We're gonna have our predictions. Who should win? Who I got? I haven't gotten to that part yet. I haven't gotten. Yeah, I'm still 50-50 on who I want to go with. But I am interested in it. I do want to see if Cena's going to win or will Cody prevail. It'd be kind of crazy. Like, dude, you finished the story. Now your story's over. Now it's over, my boy. Yeah, now your story is over. No more story time with Cody Rhodes. And then that's about it. But we'll get to Thursday. We'll be more in depth about this on Thursday.
Absolutely. With my boy, man, look, we gave the people 40. Oh, it's going to be 43 minutes by the time we get out of here, bro. First of all, let me just say this, dude. It feels so great. Hold on, let me get up out this shot real quick. There we go. Put this in the regular shot. Hey, okay, there we go. It feels so great, man, to be back on here, man, and to finally get a full show in. It's been damn near a month just with technical difficulties, life, and just, to work. Bro, we back. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Tonight, the Monday night block party, baby. Oh, it's on like a pot of neck bone, man. Couldn't do it without you.
No, man, always, man. I'm always down, man. When it's about this thing that we talk about 24/7 that our wives always messing with us about. Man, it is what it is, man. It's always an honor, man. You gotta love it with a passion. If not, man, what are you watching it for? Like you can find anything else to watch. Don't waste your time with this. If you ain't got no inkling of just like, yeah, I like this, don't waste your time. But other than that, bro, I ain't wasting my time with you. It's always a great time. I ain't wasting my time with the people. We always appreciate them because they could be anywhere else. They could be doing anything else. They're hanging out with your boys on an early Monday night block party, but the party ain't over. Like my man said, we will be back later on tonight for Monday Night Raw. It's the go home show, WrestleMania weekend, Vegas style, baby. So we're gonna see how that turns out. We're gonna see what they do tonight to get us hyped for Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Other than that, my guy, as always, I appreciate you. And unless you got something else to say, my man, you can go ahead and hit that button and put out the greatest outro ever.
Yes, sir. With that being said, yeet.
Yeet.